we're Americans. You know, we're deeply selfish monsters that have been bred to destroy all life on Earth. We have to not lose sight of that message. We're here to fuck things up for everyone else, not each other. And that's what we had in the 80s and the 90s. We had a commitment to apathy while our leaders ran around pillaging the earth. And we made great movies and great art, and it was fine. Yes, people got killed, but people always get killed. But now we're at war with each other. We should just be enjoying the spoils of the end of the empire. Truly. We should be enjoying it. So many people got killed, murdered, tortured, maimed for us to have all the nice things we have. Do you know how insane it is to not enjoy it? You know how crazy it is to not enjoy a McMansion, a flat screen TV, a McFlurry? You know how much blood is in the street for those things? And people act like they don't even matter. And they're fighting about all this bullshit. It's crazy. Anyway, that's the truth. That's the real truth. Nobody wants... What we have to...
You heard that damn devil?
Like I said, that damn devil. So I want to start off first things first, giving all praise and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shah, Ba'ashem Rahakadash, which in the Paleo-Hebrew tongues, correct names of Heavenly Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Double honors to the apostle elders of Great Millstone, and shalom to you, sister, brother, laboring in this truth, and shalom to the brothers and sisters listening and studying to show themselves approved. Shalom. Now, hey, you can just see from that clip from my aunt, Kadar Sahan's lesson that he did. Hey, beautiful lesson, man. I advise y'all to subscribe and check that lesson out. And he showed an Edomite on the Joe Rogan podcast, basically telling all their crimes. he told it all, man. And you notice how they all try to lump everybody in the same category, which, hey, Kahala Yahabashah Shah Bashin Rakadash is 144 on the time. I just seen that. So back to my point. This devil tried to, they tried to make it seem like all Americans, like we're selfish, we're made to be monsters and to mess everybody up. Like, no, man, that's your race that does that. That's the so-called white man, which goes into Esau, Edom. Y'all were bred to be the wicked. Jake isn't naturally inclined to do those type of things. And then like he said, a whole mouthful in that, man. As I watched that clip, so many precepts came to my mind on what he said, because what he said was the truth. Like he said, like, we go around, we're sort of mess things up for everybody else. And that's how Esau gets down. That's their mindset. He said our leaders went around privileging everybody so that we can have nice things, which has also brought scriptures to my head. And we'll get to that as I run through, this lesson. But it just wowed me that, we at the end, because Esau now is telling on himself. He telling you his crimes. He telling you the true nature of them. Right? We're selfish monsters and we're supposed to do this. And he looking like you supposed to enjoy it. So pretty much, he has a crime for wandering the streets. He looking like in the 50s and 60s, we always took advantage of other people's races, other people's downfall, and we enjoyed it. So now he's astonished because Edomites are now fighting amongst each other instead of enjoying, like he said, the last parts of the end of their empire. He's like, what the heck? Y'all should enjoy what our forefathers did. Taking Native Americans' land, which is Babylon the Great, stealing Yasharala, the southern tribes, putting us in hard bondage slavery, and just taking everything. All the countries, Ishmael took things from Hamites. They control Africa, which was the land of Ham, the Hamites. And he just put all their crimes out there. And he did it in great pride. They brought a lot of precepts. He said that in pride, yeah, this is what we do. And you should enjoy that. He said, what you say? Enjoy your McFlurry, enjoy your McMansion. And be good with that. He said, y'all so focused on bullshit, you ain't worried about he said, enjoy the spoils of war, which that's all Esau does, man, is war, man. They go see something they like, they use the sword, which they was blessed with. You go to Genesis 20, chapter 25, yeah, that's when he was born. I want to say it was later than that, but that's when Esau was born. But, in Genesis, you see the blessing of Esau. They used that sword they was blessed with, and they use it to conquer people and take things. And they're the wicked. They were made to spread wickedness throughout the whole earth so that we'll cry out to our power, Yahweh, and, get back right. And he'll heal our land. And that devil was very proud in claiming their crimes. So now they, like white people say, we didn't do that. White people like to look like, Esau likes to look like they don't do anything wrong. Like they're so good, so righteous, we ain't did nothing. But yet here the devil is telling he put it all out there on a platter. Everything they done did, and like usually that stuff they kept to themselves. They kept that a secret. But now, because they know they're at their end, they're boldly claiming their crimes that they did to humanity. Like, they making the scriptures come alive. Everything we said this devil did, he just put it out there like, yeah, we did it. And you need to be proud of it and enjoy it. That's what this devil said. And I bet Esau, the elites didn't appreciate that. Because they like, we rule by deceit. Yeah, we know we did that, but you ain't supposed to be telling everybody. And I talked to my Joe Rogan, that's like one of the biggest social media platforms in Babylon the Great, man. They probably gonna cancel dude for that. And then he told me like, because I don't usually check dude out, but he said usually Joe Rogan always, interrupting people, don't let nobody talk. He let that devil run his mouth. That devil was able to spit all that out, articulate that in, a proud way on their crimes, and put it out there for everybody to see. I said that's the biggest social media platform. So that's the Lord doing that, man. I said, you gotta be feeling good right now, Yasharala. Like Yahweh is exposing these devils on a very high level. And he exposing them so hard, it's their own tongue falling on them. They telling on themselves things, that goes against the what I say, the Edomite, the white code. Yeah, we do wickedness, but we keep that to ourselves. You don't tell the people what we did, but they're telling on themselves. And that's biblical. So let's get to it. Let's get to it, Yasharala. I mean, straight telling it. Like, and told it in pride, too. Like, yeah, man, and y'all need to enjoy it. And that's insane not to enjoy, all the killing. He was like, how much blood went to make a McFlurry? Like, I mean, that was so biblical right there, man. They're the bloody men. They get everything by conquering, by war. And he basically just said it. Like, he basically trying to say, white people, get back proud and enjoy the spoils of what your wicked ancestors did. They can't enjoy it no more. They got a whole thing called critical race theory where they don't even want to talk about slavery in schools no more. They used to have pride about that when I was coming up to talk about slavery in schools. Now they want to take it out. So they tell you like Esau's feeling that guilt because Esau feeling that judgment. So check it out. I'm going to start off with Job 18:7. The steps of his strength shall be straightened, and his own counsel shall cast him down. Did you peep that? That was part of their own counsel right there. That was a Edomite podcast, two Edomites talking, and an Edomite told all their wicked deeds for the public to see. So now they can't, well, no, they ain't, man, we got evidence. You can look all the evidence up of what they did. Black Wall Street, the Native Americans, slavery, the first reported slave, and what's that, Jamestown, Virginia, 1619. That's in the law. That's reported. So all their wicked works is documented, and now they're even telling you, like, yeah, I did it. So I'm like, all evidence is being, displayed. All evidence is on the table, and it said the steps of his strength shall be straightened. So Esau's not as strong as he used to be. So a big reason why they're not in pride and enjoying their spoils is because they see their L coming, that L. So now they're trying to play nice. So now they feel like, okay, if I tell you what I did and say I'm sorry, maybe you won't, get that recompense on me, which goes into payback. Maybe you, take it easy on me, because Esau knows he's going to have to pay for these crimes. The tab is due. So now they're trying to like for example, there's more Edomites in Black Lives Matter than there are Jakes. And that's what this Edomite was hollering about. He's like, we used to be all in on, being white, being Edomites, being wicked. And now we're fighting amongst each other. Like, you got Edomites fighting in the Black Lives Matter group, which that's all, set up by Esau anyway. But, nonetheless, they're out there riding with Jake. And they would have never did that in the 60s and the 80s. Not as the big numbers they're doing now. Like, it's overwhelmingly them that's riding the Black Lives Matter. And so this Edomite is like, what the hell? Why are we fighting against our own interests? Why are we fighting against, what our forefathers built up through all this bloodshed? Now you're fighting to tear it down? Like, I see Edomites tearing down Confederate statues. Back when they was riding during that George Floyd era. Like, this place is finished, man. And then that's the scripture in itself, And that's showing, like, the wicked, they're being revealed. They're exposed. Now the shame is on there, man. They got shame on their glory. You know, which I wasn't gonna get that, but I think I might need to go get that. You know, he got shameful spewing on his glory, you know, and that makes them feel bad. So now they think if I fight on the behalf of Jake, maybe I can lessen, you know, some of that judgment I got coming. So let me I wasn't even gonna pull that one, but I might have to go pull that. That just came up through the spirit. And I can't even think where it's at off the top of my head right now. So bear with me, Yashua, as I go get that. There it go. Habakkuk 2:16. It says, "Thou art filled with shame for glory. Drink now also, and let thy foreskin be uncovered. The cup of the Lord's right hand shall be turned unto thee, and shameful spewing shall be on thy glory." So now Esau's not proud in all the things his ancestors did. For example, that's why you got critical race theory. They don't want to be told that their ancestors did slavery no more, because now they starting to feel some type of way. And really, that's their judgment, because their strength, like I read in the earlier precept, Job 18:7, their military, their strength is not as strong as it used to be. So they don't have that comfort anymore. Their security is being compromised. And Jake is getting strong and they're getting weaker. You know, they're really the minority, and they feeling that. So now they're trying to play nice. So the thing, you know, you do a crime, or when you was young, you do something bad, you think if I admit to it, you know, maybe I won't get a whooping if I tell the truth. You know, and that's where Esau's at right now. They're gonna admit like, oh yeah, we did this and that, you know. But that devil, he was like, y'all better. Pretty much, he was saying you better enjoy the last little bit of your kingdom, because it's about to be destroyed. And I like how the scripture it said, "Let thy foreskin be uncovered." Like when you look at an uncircumcised penis, you know, when you pull the skin back, it show that head of the penis, man. And that's basically what's happening to Esau, man. He's been uncovered, which that goes in. I wasn't gonna get that either, but hey, man, the spirit is flowing right now. Let's go get Jeremiah 49, classic precept. Made Esau bare, Jeremiah 49:10. "But I have made Esau bare and have covered his secret places. He shall not be able to hide himself. His seed is spoiled, and his brethren and his neighbors, and he is not." So Esau's been exposed here in 2022. They've been exposed like I've never seen before. Like, I talked to one of my old schools telling me he's been watching a show where there's an Edomite trying to debunk, you know, biblical, you know, he's trying to make the Bible not true. So he's trying to, you know, walk the path and uncover stuff. And what has happened is he's finding artifacts and things, and it's starting to like he's making the Bible be true. So it's like they're trying, like Vocab Malone, they're trying so hard to cover it up, but Yahushua is exposing it. And that we just seen right there, that was a big time exposure. Right there on the Joe Rogan podcast. And they was like, "Hey man, we're here to make," like he said in Pride too. He said the true nature Esau. He's like, "We're here to mess it up for everybody else and make it good for us. You know, we're monsters, we're selfish." And man, he just said all the attributes of Esau, you know, and basically trying to do a rallying cry, like, be proud of it, enjoy the last. And then like the Spirit of the Lord was in that rant he made, because he even said the end of your empire. So the Esau know the end coming. They see it, and they like, "Hey man, enjoy the decline." And then like where I'm at, I'm about to expose me and my whole race at the same time while I'm at it. And that's gonna also go with this. You know, that's biblical that was going to happen. That's how we know we're in the end times. That's why this really should uplift your spirit, because we're at the end. Why? Because check it out. This 2 Thessalonians 2:8. "And then shall the wicked be revealed, whom the Lord shall consume with the spirit of his mouth, and shall destroy with the brightness of his coming." You peep that? Said the wicked should be revealed. The wicked have been revealed. We no longer in the house of David look as the devil, as some red man with a pitchfork, red horns, underground, you know, burning people forever. No, man. The so-called devil is the so-called white man, which is true nationality, goes into Esau, Edom. They're Edomites. They are the wicked, you know, according to Malachi verse 1 and 3. You know, They're the border of wickedness. They are the wicked, and they're being revealed right now. And it said, like we using our mouth to consume this devil. He used his own mouth right there to consume his own self. He told everything. He exposed his own race. You know, he said the true nature of them, how they feel, how they get down. And he tried to lump everybody into my Americans like, no, man. See, when America, it doesn't include Jake. It doesn't include the so-called African American, the Native American, and Hispanics. It only includes white people. That's why they call it white privilege. It's all about them. Now they're trying to pull that, well, it's everybody. We all had a hand in this. I had an Edomite try to come to me and tell me a long time ago, like, us as the human race has destroyed the planet Earth. And I was looking like, no, man. And I told him, I said, one particular race has destroyed the Earth. And I just said that. And he looked all big eyes. He knew I was talking about them. Your people destroyed the planet. We ain't had a hand in this. We ain't got no seat at the UN nation. We don't dictate what comes and goes on the planet Earth. We here trying to struggle and survive. Jake just struggling to get a bag. Jake struggling to get by. We don't make decisions. We ain't in them high councils. You know, we ain't got nobody on the elite panel. And if they are, they still doing Edomite interests. They don't dictate nothing. They up there just to be a face, to make our people think the system works for us. That's even been exposed. They say everything is exposed. We're in a year of exposure. And Esau has been exposed so bad that, hey, man, you can tell it's game time. You can tell, that precept right there, you seen that for yourself. That right there just went into play. And what was so yop about that is that he said it out of his own mouth. Own tongue fell on yourself. If anybody twist his arm, make him say that. And he's saying he's trying to rally. Basically, Esau know they done. They trying to do a little rally cry to get themselves happy. And then when he said our leaders privilege everybody so we can have things, and he's like, we enjoyed the 80s and 90s creativity, and now we need to enjoy it, man. Our people went around. He said people always die. Like you said, they don't care about death. They don't care about killing people, man. Esau don't care at all. You know, they love death. They love to put things to death. That's like a pastime to Esau. So let's go to John 10 and 10. Because he said a precept that came to my head as soon as he said, this John 10 and 10. The thief cometh not, but for to steal and kill and destroy. I have come that they might have life and that they might have it more abundantly. So Esau is the thief, and he just told you that in his little rant. You know, he said our leaders went, privilege everybody so that we can have. And Esau always do that. You look at his history, everywhere he go, he steals and kills and destroys everything because they're synonymous with death. And you can look all in their history, like this land we in right now, Babylon Great America, they stole that. You know, they steal everything from Africa. They profit all the way off of Africa. They stole everything from there, stripped it of all its natural resources, got the Hamites fighting each other. That's what Esau do, man. He looked to destroy your heritage. He'll destroy your culture. He damn near about to destroy the planet. You know, they're the ones chopping the trees down the Amazon, and they're the ones putting poisons all in the oceans and in the air, doing their what they call it, cloud seeding, and then GMO everything, messing with everything's DNA. That's Esau destroying everything, the natural habitat, because he's like a cancer. That's what Esau is. He just can't help but to destroy everything, and he's a thief because everything he got he stole. Like this book, he tried to whitewash it, iconoclasm, and try to make it seem like it's about them. But when you read it in the proper context, you find out that the book is about us, not them. You stole it. Then you whitewashed it. Then you put my Savior's image in your image. Then tell me, oh, his color doesn't matter. Why are you worried about that? I'm like, okay, if his color don't matter, why are you changing to white? Or should I say Salakia? Why are you changing to red, pale face? You know? That's what they hit you with. And see, all their old school tactics ain't working no more. Because I'll say something like that, then they ain't got no comeback for that. They just like own up to their wickedness. Like, yeah, my people wicked, you know? And now it's getting real bad. Like that precept, 2 Thessalonians 2 and 8 said, now that we coming with the truth, it's like we read Esau's rights. And we're telling him what Yahushua said he gonna do to Esau. And they got these devils terrified. I mean, you can see it in the elites, their lackeys, which go to the politicians, how scared they are. You can tell it's about to go down. They are petrified. I'm like, if your little message man is that scared, I can't imagine how scared you are. So Esau know they got it coming, and they are terrified of that. And like right there, that precept was spot on when he said that, you know, we take things, we privilege so we can have nice things. A lot of bloodshed went into that. You need to enjoy it. It's basically he's trying to tell Esau how to be wicked again, you know? Because Esau feeling shame is what's happening. They're feeling guilt. I did a lesson with a little girl. They was talking about the race thing in school. And she 10 years old, she went and told her mama, like, Mama, are we evil for what we did to those people? You know, the mama tried to get that critical race theory going. I'm like, they didn't feel like that back when I was coming up to school. So why are they feeling like that now? Because the time of their destruction is coming. So I noticed for judgment come, you get that guilt, that shame. They're feeling that now because they know that they're about to go into a very, very bad persecution. They're about to go into slavery, and they can feel it as a whole race. Like I remember one of the brothers did a lesson, had an Edomite. She's like, it's hard for me to swallow that the stuff you got coming. That's everything that our people did, you know. And she told it, man. Then one chick called Alex Jones and told dude that they were Edomites and the world is suffering Edomite rage for the abortions they done did and all that kind of things, man. I remember that too, man. So this thing's going out heavy. Esau's like, Esau know they the devil, which they been doing that. Just now they trying to, you know, tell everybody thinking, you know, we gonna take it light on them, which we're not. We're not at all. We're gonna do what scriptures tell us to do. So another thing that devil said that was prophetic is that he said they're divided. They're fighting each other, and that's true. Because Babylon is so confused right now. They fighting each other so bad. They fighting over how many genders there are. They can't agree on that no more. So you look at back in the day, Esau had a very tight unity, man. Esau was all together. They was together real tight, and that's why they were strong. They can come against, you know, all these other nations. Now, what they did, you know, divide and conquer to the other nations is now happening to them. It's happening, and they're getting drunk off their own poison they put out there. You know, the alphabet agenda. They promoted that, and now it's busting up they whole unity, man. They don't know what pronouns to use, what restroom to go to. They fight over that. The politics divide is real huge. You know, Esau all in the politics. You got conservative Republicans over here. You got liberal Democrats over here, and they're fighting and divided on that. And they can't get nothing done because they're too busy fighting each other. You got some Black Lives Matter. You got some All Lives Matter. They're fighting over that. They fighting over everything, and that show Esau's about to get towed up. You know, they fighting over how to basically it's gonna be a civil unrest in this country because they're about to do the MOTBZ system, and you got some that's with it, and then you got some that's not. So they're gonna fight. Some that's give up your guns, we don't need guns. Some that's pro guns, and Esau is in the biggest divide I've ever seen. And what Yahushua is doing is the same thing he did in ancient Egypt. When they was getting ready to go, the Egyptians was fighting amongst each other. They were banging with each other, man. Couldn't nothing go right. They couldn't get they system right. And then when Yahushua released them plagues, man, it made it worse on them. Esau's getting plagued right now, man. Esau smoking so much meth, so bugged out. You know, don't know what he's all. I'm non-binary and all of that. Don't know what he is. They've lost their identity, and it's so spiritual. Because as they lose their identity, we're gaining our identity. We coming to the truth. We becoming stronger. This devil's becoming weaker. And I'm loving that dynamic that Yahushua is doing. So check it out. This is Isaiah 19:2. And I will set the Egyptians against the Egyptians, and they shall fight everyone against his brother, and everyone against his neighbor, city against city, and kingdom against kingdom. And you're seeing that now. You got cities versus cities. You got New York, a Democrat-run city, talking noise to a red Florida city. You know, states is divided. They don't even know, like, some is for abortion, some is against abortion. You got that division going on right now. They said kingdom against kingdom. You got European, Russian Edomites don't like Babylonian American Edomites. You got Europe divided. You got the B system, Europe, NATO versus Russia. Both of those are Edomites, but they banging with each other right now, real hard. So that precept is going out hard and heavy. he's making that happen. Because who's the modern day Egyptian? The modern day Egyptian is Esau, Edom. Yo, Edomite, man. And do you think they even stole lots of Egyptian culture is in American Babylonian culture? You don't think so? Look at the back of your $1 bill. You see a pyramid. On the other side, the eagle is in the same pose as the Egyptian god Horus, you know, which was a falcon. Same thing, man. It's the same exact thing. So, Yahushua, hey, when he said that divide, that devil just said that in this rant, man. We over here fighting each other, and it's only going to get worse. It's only going to get worse for Esau as we move forward in prophecy. So, this got me in good spirits. Very good spirits. It said, Queen Elizabeth, that devil done croaked over about time. And I'm like, man, hey, Yahushua, he going hard for us right now, Yashara. He is going hard for us. And I'm loving what he's doing. So, and these devils, man, like just watching the devil suffer is putting me in a good spirit, man. They suffering, man. They on the streets, methed out, fentanyl. I mean, you go to like a prominent gas station here in Tulsa, Oklahoma, it's called Quick Trip. And you go to Quick Trips, and man, you see Edomites all bummed out, asking for change, meth out. This like, and you didn't see that in the 80s, man. They in the hood now, everywhere, walk around like zombies, and I'm just like, wow. And I just call her Lord Yahushua was shy, because he said the curse is gonna come off of us and come on to them. And it's happening. And it's at a big time. And these devils, the ones that still got a little something, they all trying to rally to the other Edomites like, y'all quit fighting each other. Enjoy. Get back to what we was doing in the 60s, in the 80s. What are we doing? We need to get back to how we used to be. You're not going to get back how you used to be. And when that devil was doing that rally cry, brought a precept to my head. Let's go over to Isaiah 24 and 11. Check it out. It reads, this is Isaiah 24 and 11. There's a crying for wine in the streets. All joy is darkened and the mirth of the land is gone. So it's gone, Esau. Your people ain't having a good time no more, man. They depressed. They stressed out. They scared. You know? But you can just see it in their face. Like when I do my little shopping, you know, day to day, and I'm out there, I'm at the job. Man, Esau's in a very depressive state. They know this is it, man. They are not happy. And watching their misery brings me happiness. Because they used to have, it was the vice versa the other way around. They used to like to see Jake down in the gutter, depressed, not knowing where to go. Now we got our identity back. We know our culture. You know, and then putting, what is it doing? It's comforting us. We're in a good mood. Us in this house of David. And Esau see that and it's messing him up. He crying for wine in the street. That's what that devil just did in his rant, man. That was a crime for that old wine. He just said in the 80s and 90s, we had it like this and it was so good. And now we're just fighting each other. And it's insane not to enjoy what our forefathers killed to get. You know, because our joy is darkened. The mirth of the land is gone. There's no more enjoyment for Esau, man. Like what they built is now being destroyed. And it goes in Malachi 1 and 4. You know, they're trying to say, I'll build the Destined Path. I'll build it back up. And as they build it up, man, apartment, bridges, the whole infrastructure is collapsing as they build it, man. As they build up, it's being destroyed. Stuff is just burning up. California burning up. You know, I seen one, they had just renovated a whole neighborhood. And they try to gentrify it, you know, make it all expensive, kick Jake out. And that sucker burnt up in a wildfire. So, hey, Yahushua said, hey, I'm throwing down, man. You ain't building nothing. I'm getting ready to build my own people up. My people about to rule this place. You going down, because it's your time to go down. And Esau just like, man, we need to enjoy the last little bits of our empire. So I'm going to go to this. We'll start to wind down. Second Esdras 15 and 6 to explain why this is happening, you know. And it says, check it out. It says, for the wicked, this is Second Esdras 15 and 6. For the wickedness have exceedingly polluted the whole earth, and their hurtful works are fulfilled. So you have fulfilled your works, Esau. Your wickedness is at its peak. Like wickedness is just out of control right now. So now that you done did all that, conquered, I say they peak part was like the 1970s. And after that, it's been a slow spiral down. They've been falling. They falling down. And now they hitting rock bottom. They falling super hard now as we move forward. And that's because Everything, the whole earth, like the scripture said, is exceedingly polluted, man. These devils, they did what they were created to do. They polluted the whole earth. The earth is sick. The earth is real sick right now. And Yahushua is not going to let them destroy the earth. So he going to scorch it, burn it up, burn the surface of it up to get rid of Esau, man, to burn Esau up and to get rid of him. And then he's going to set us up on top to rule, because we're going to rule in righteousness, and then the earth is going to get back to its beautiful state again. It's going to heal. Because Jake in his essence is a loving, healing person in our essence. And then you can see that in our forefathers. Like, Esau was going around killing stuff. He was a cunning hunter. All he did was bloodshed. He killed. You look at our forefather Jacob, Israel, they said he was a plain man, lived in tents. He cooking food. Like, Jake do cookouts. Jake chill, man. Like, we're naturally peaceful people. Naturally, man. That's why the devil conquered us so easy. Because naturally, we're peaceful. Like, what was our forefather Jacob doing? He in the tents with his wives, cooking food and getting off in that box. And like, as a man, like you look at Jake, man, like that's what we like to do. That's what we like to do. So we're just like our forefather. And what was that doing? That's promoting life. Our forefather Jacob, he in there making life. He had 13 children. Esau over there doing what? Putting stuff to death. So it just shows in the forefathers, and you can just look at their characteristics, and it's like as Esau blew up and populated and conquered the earth, he destroyed things. He put things as death. And what did Yahushua say? He said, "I come to give life and more abundantly." So our forefather Jacob, we're gonna go back into that style, man. Once the devil's in slavery and subjection, it ain't gonna be all that war stuff. It's gonna be a time of peace. Kingdom of Heaven's gonna be peaceful. Because all the wicked works have been fulfilled. So now it's going to be peace and righteousness to reign out. And we're going to be cooking, laughter, having children, enjoying our children. That's the era we about to go into, Yasharala. That's what we got to look forward to. And then what Esau got to look forward to? Slavery. That's why they so stressed out. That's why that devil went on that rant, because he's scared. They all scared. Because they ain't got nothing good coming. I'm going to end off with this right here. We do. We got a very good thing coming. Let's go to 2nd Esdras 6 and 9, because here it go. This is why the devil went on that rant. He said in his rant, enjoy the end of your empire. This is 2nd Esdras 6 and 9. For Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that follows. So we got the kingdom of heaven. We got next. That's another thing that gives us comfort. While we calm, we ain't all in a depressive state, need to take antidepressants and stressed out. Nah, man, we good. Because what we got coming? The kingdom of heaven is coming next. We got next. Well, we going to have rest. We're not going to be punching no clock and having to worry about to pay these old out of control electric bills and energy bills and stuff like that, and be in subjection and got to worry about getting insurance and license and a passport, and make sure now you got a true ID and this is up to date. No, man, we ain't got to worry about none of that stuff, man. None of that, man. We're going to be taking care of our families. We're going to have abundance. We're going to have all the resources of the earth. We're going to be able to go where we want to go. We're going to have everything we need in the kingdom of heaven, because we're going to have rulership. Talk to our high council people. It's going to be Jake up there. You're going to have wisdom. You try to get things done. This old wicked kingdom, Esau's so stupid. The system is just dumb. Everything just rolls real dumb and foolishness, man. We've been ruled by the basis of all men. And that is just not so. You don't need it to be like that. That's why everything is upside down and doesn't run properly. So in the kingdom of heaven, things going to run properly and they're natural. Basically, order is coming back. We're going to have order again. And that's what Jake desires, man. That's a righteous thing. Order is righteous. So, and wickedness is chaos. So that right there, I just want to do a lesson on that to show that, because that put me in good spirit when I watched that lesson. Like, boy, these devils is ratting themselves out, claiming their crimes. And that's good. Because when you're in the court of law, what happens? First, the evidence is presented. Once the evidence is presented and they're guilty, and they know they're guilty, they saying they're guilty. That's basically what Edomite did. They basically said, yeah, we're guilty. And now what's next? Judgment. And that's what we're looking for now. That's what's about to happen, man. As World War III about to pop off, this devil's about to get judgment. It is, he ain't got no parole, none of that. he about to get the book thrown at him. So with that being said, I hope this has been edifying. I want to say Kwam Yashar Allah, Detail Baba Ball, and Shalom.